In this lecture we will see how this code assists us by writing HDMI. Let's get started. I am in our front-end folder and let's start over. I will do little everything here and the OpenVis code in this folder. There is nothing here, so let's create an HDUML file. I'll send you a file and call it index.hdaml and we can start writing our HD email code. And as you can see, this code already knows what we want to write, but let's use another approach and I want to talk about Emmet abbreviations and you will see what this means. It means that we write very little and the voice code will do the rest for us. For example, if I press the exclamation point up here, I will have a content assist which says I have met abbreviation and defy price control space again, and I will see the code that it will generate. Now if I just press center, it will directly generate all these boilerplate code. Let's say that here in the body now we want a deal. So if I write DPH and as you can see it says Emmet abbreviation, if I press enter it will just create a div, but let's try this again. And if I see d dot and as you can see now I can pass a class. So I would say that this will be a class container. Presenter and as you can see it created a div with a glass container. One more example. And that's it with Emmet. Let's say again these container and let's say that in our leave we want an H2 element which will hold the title for this. I will press the greater than sign and say H2 and this way it will create another element in our container. As you can see, this is the Emmet. You can read more about all of the abbreviations from Emmet on their official website. Back to our code. One important feature which I highly like when writing code is the content assist, and especially if I don't close a component or if I have a typo I want to have warnings. And for this we will install an extension. It is called HDMI all hint. But first of all let's look at the HD snippets extension. This extension provides full code assist for HDAML, and as you can see it says in its last update that it was disabled because VS Code observed all the functionality, which is great. That means that we have a lot of content assessed for HDMI all in this code. Back to our HDAML validation. So if I search for HD milk and I will install this extension called HDAML hint. And while it is stalling, you can see that it can be configured with an HDAML hint or C file. We will do this in a moment. No, it is installed in the. And now as you can see, if I have a typo, for example if I don't properly close the head stack, it will give me a warning. It will said that this tag must be paired and also the HDAML must have a head tag. So this is great. I have full contents also on HDAML, and let's configure this extension. For example, I don't want to have a title component, but still I don't want to see a warning here for this. Let's screen create a new file called HDNL hint RC. And here we can disable what we want. For example, this is the rule that we want to disable. So if I copied it and if I make an object here, paste this rule here. We pass false here, we save. And now our warning is gone because we overridden this rule here. This is great. We can write HDMI all code fully assisted. Let's complete this code and let's say that we want to have a reference to a style sheet, so we can see link rel and the type style sheet of type text, see it says. And we will create it in the next lecture. See how this code already knows what we want. And also we will have a script. And we'll also pass a JavaScript in the next lectures. Let's write here that this will be in our H2. This will be our employee list. And here let's create some buttons. Let's just say here that this will return all employees. This will be of type button. And copy paste. Copy this. And now let's say that we will create a button that only gets managers. Our code shouldn't all look so good. Now let's check it out. And if I open it, yeah, it's not much win, but we will style it nicely in the next lecture and we will see how this code assists us at writing CSX.